Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Real Chat Lounge. And this episode, as I said last week, is in collaboration with Black History Month. So, as you know, March is the month, or is Black History Month in Belgium, and the theme of this year is back to our roots. So, last week we had a conversation with Queenie, and it was in terms of like business. And this week we are here with a singer, because I feel like when you think of like back to our roots, like the sound, music, those are things that really like pops out. And today we have an amazing guest. She's a singer. She's amazing. She you will get to know her today. So as you know, I'm Rhoda, but today I have the amazing Mya Sima with me. Welcome, girl.
Hey.
How are you? How are you doing?
Fine. What
You
an
look
introduction.
good, girl.
Oh, girl, you look good too.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm amazing.
Thank
what
you.
About you?
That's good. Yeah, I'm amazing as well, and I'm happy that you are here. I've been wanting you to be coming.
I have been begging you to coming.
It's a bit true, yeah. But we finally have you here, and I'm very happy that you're here. But maybe introduce yourself to the guests for the people that don't know you yet. But everybody knows you, but I think people, like introduce yourself to the guests.
So my name is Mya Sima. I'm an Afro R&B and Afro Pop singer. I started in 2021, so Mya Sima is almost 4 years old in April. Yes,
Okay.
That's my baby. So
that's nice.
So we celebrate.
Okay, that's nice. But we get more into that. So, as you guys know, on Real Chat Lounge, before we start the episode, we start with a little game, just something to break the ice and everything. So this, since this is all about music and sound, so it's gonna be the music edition. So it's a this or that game. So I say two things, and then you decide. You choose one and briefly explain why you choose that.
Briefly.
Okay, so we're gonna start with I think it's hard, but Afrobeats or R&B or gospel?
Can I remix?
Yeah, you can.
Afro gospel.
Afro gospel. That's nice. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think we're sleeping on it.
Yeah, I think so too.
It gives joy, and you can, it makes your day beautiful, and it brings the Afro love and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so as a singer, for you, is it live performance or studio recording?
Honestly, I think I prefer live performances.
Really? I think a
Yeah.
lot of artists will not say that.
No,
Yeah.
because I know I love being in the studio because it's therapy for me. But live performances, but live with the live band and everything. Right? Oh, I know,
It's
I
good,
love it.
amazing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I mean, I've heard you perform live before, and I think you're really amazing.
Oh, thank you. You're making me shy.
I'm actually being honest. Okay, so the next one is traditional African instruments or electronic beats.
Girl, we're going back to the roots.
That's nice. That's really nice. I do like electronic song, but I think I always love it when there is this like traditional like African beats in the song. It takes you back to the motherland. That's actually very, and I think you do that in your music as well, but we would talk about that as well. Okay. Music festivals or intimate gig? Because you do both.
Yes. Briefly, yeah.
Briefly. You have 1 second.
Okay, so I prefer music festivals. And the reason why is because low-key, I know when you're on stage, it doesn't look like you're a shy person, but low-key, I get shy. Right? But when it's intimate, then I feel like I have to make like eye contact, and I feel like sometimes people stare at me and it makes me uncomfortable. But when it's a festival, if they stare, if they don't stare, I don't see it. So I can just feel free and be myself and call it a day or a night.
It makes sense now that you think, because I'm always thinking, intimate is like, you have the people around you, like it's fun and everything. And with music festivals, a lot of people. Like, are they? Because sometimes I'm like, are they really enjoying your music, or is it just?
But how are you gonna know?
Yeah, exactly. Because whenever I look at like music first, I'm like, are they really enjoying the music, or are they, but intimate is like, yeah, these are like my people. They know your songs. They are like.
But intimate, do you mean like like your close friends?
No, just
or?
like, let's say performing for like say 20, 30 people.
So let's say if I know the 20, 30 people, then maybe I would enjoy that more. But usually,
usually it's not. Yeah, yeah.
So,
no,
yeah.
I get it. Okay, one last thing. Writing your songs alone or collaborating with others?
I think collaborating with others. The reason why is because I feel like when you gather together, there's so many good ideas that come out of it. Like I can give you like 10,000 examples, but you said briefly. So, so yeah, I feel like, let's say a producer can give inspiration, a songwriter can give inspiration and everything. And it makes just, different ideas bring a better, better
like
magic of final.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now we're good, right?
Yeah.
The vibe is good?
Yeah,
okay, fine. Okay, now we can dig in. Okay, so Mya Sima. I'm sure that's not your name. That's so we're gonna dig in. Like, where does Mya Sima come from? Because is your name Mya? Are you Sima? Like, where did that name come from?
So my government name is Meredith. And I just actually wanted to keep it Meredith. But
I know. I think you started just being Meredith. Yeah. Like, what inspired you to then change it?
An honest truth, or should I give you?
This is real chat.
This is a real chat.
This is a
Not
real
a lot
chat.
of people could pronounce my name, and they were remixing my name, and I was like, nah, I'm not having it.
What were they say? Meredith.
Oh, melodies. What else did we hear? Oh my God, different versions. To be very honest,
yeah.
So then I said, you know what?
And how did Mya Sima then come?
So I was in Ghana with my manager, Queenie, and we were just brainstorming. And there was no, I don't know how to say, but low-key, the Sima was in my head and the Mya was in my head. But I was like, oh no, I'm not going to take Mya because I have a friend, her name is Mya, and then it looks like I'm taking her name. And a listing. So M stands for Meredith. I was born on a Thursday, so yeah. And the A for Agyin. Right?
So Meredith Yaa Agyin.
Yeah, or you can do Meredith Yaa without
the
it's still Mya.
Yeah.
Sima comes from Obaasima. That was a contest in 2017, and my nickname was basically Obaasima. So yeah, we really personalized the name, and then all of a sudden, that's where
Mya
Mya
was
came.
born.
Mya was born.
I like the name. I like Mya Sima. I don't know. I think it has something nice to it. Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now we know how Mya Sima started, but I don't think you've always done music. Like you said, you really started doing music back in 2021. Like, when was the moment that you decided, like, oh, okay, now I want to do music? Did you always knew that you could do music, or did you always knew that you could sing?
I started singing in church when I was 11.
Okay.
Did I know I could sing? No, because I didn't really get opportunities to get solos or even to sing on Sundays. And then the moment I got the opportunity, it was, I just loved it. But then something I always forget to tell people is that, like in my school, we had a show every year. And they also always ask me to perform there or for different events and everything. And then I was also singing there. So obviously, if you know you can sing, then you're performing there for a reason, right? But I think I didn't really had like that click from, I can make something out of it. So
when did it click then?
In 2021 April.
How? Like how? Because you're coming from, I know I can sing now, but to actually be an artist, like...
Yeah, I think sometimes sometimes you have a vision but no plan. And sometimes you know where you should go to, but maybe you don't believe in yourself. And I think I didn't really believe in myself because I was always joking about singing and I wasn't doing any voice training and all those kind of things. I was really, I don't know how to say, too laid back. Then we were in Ghana. My first studio session was with a great artist. And then I was
How did you get into studio in Ghana? Like,
girl, in Ghana,
Okay.
people can be like, oh, I have a friend. And every time you're like, fake promise again, fake promise. This time it wasn't a fake promise. So I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And then when I had like that opportunity, I was like, okay, so if a big artist can confirm that why am I sleeping?
and who is the big artist, if you can know?
Sarkodie.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then even they asked me to sing and I said, oh no, I'm shy. Thank God for Queenie.
Thank God.
Gave me that talk.
I can see that eye. Girl.
So then, and I was still shy and I was like, you know what, let me just make it work.
Yeah.
And then voila. And since that day, I said, nah, if I get that confirmation from big artists, people that are in the
Because I mean,
field.
Sarkodie is one of the biggest artists in Ghana. And for you to, your first moment of actually breaking that barrier of, okay, I can sing, but now I have to do it in a studio, and it being with such a big artist, and that's a confirmation.
I really believe that, oh, okay, nah, this is what I needed to. Like, it wasn't even, we weren't even really planning to go to Ghana. It was just a bit random. And I was supposed to go alone, and all of a sudden Queenie joined. And, you know, it was very, I don't know, when it's for you, it's for you.
Yeah,
you get me? So, yeah.
That's nice. So when did you bring out your first song, or like how did the process? Because now you've had your big moments with Sarkodie. Like, what was the next step? Did you then bring out your first song, or like how did the process go?
Yeah, so in life I also believe that God can humble you. Because I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have a song with but then yeah, you know, if you're not present in Ghana, and that's why I love the topic back to the roots. If you're not present, then sometimes it is difficult to make like agreements with these artists, right? Because they're not looking, I'm not going to say they're not looking for you, but they make time for you. But if they say, can you make it tomorrow 9 and I can't make it and I'm in Belgium,
it's done.
You get me. So sorry, I forgot your question.
So then what were you then doing? Like how?
So then I was recording covers in the meantime, because obviously that was my first time in the studio, so I didn't really have like that experience. Then we were just doing covers, and then my first song was in the same year, November 2021. Yeah, is it my favorite song? Not really, but yeah, it was my first song. So
which one? What was your first song?
Lies.
Oh, I like that song.
You like that song?
Yeah, it's not my favorite. I have 2 favorites.
Okay, what's your favorite?
Party.
Ooh.
And Sikambe. But you're gonna sing to this, so don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not the musician, I'm not the artist here. But okay, so you brought out Lies, and how did it go? Like, because I think you can have a talent and you can want to do something with it. And then, okay, you bring, like, what was the goal for you? Like, is it like, okay, I'm bringing this first song out of, like, okay, I'm doing covers. Was it the goal to then become like, a big artist, or like what was like the end goal when you were like doing the covers and then eventually bringing your first song?
I think it was more like keeping myself busy with music, because in the beginning it was more like, okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? We don't know. Let's just do it, you know? And then after that, bringing the first song was also more like, we were just recording covers and then we ended up doing a song, you know? So it's just, I think everything that year was just go with the flow, and it actually eventually went well. So, yeah.
Okay. And so one thing that I see majority of the time in terms of your music is you always go back home, right? You always go back home. Like your music videos is back there, and like you have a team over there that like, why do you do that?
Because we're going back to the room. No. Let me, behave myself. I'm sorry. No, honestly, I just love the talent in Africa. The reason why is like producers are very talented there. That's number one. Number two, let's say even a video clip. I have talked to different people here, and I don't feel like, I'm not going to say that in Africa they're more creative, but I feel like in Africa they can, not more creative, because that would be nice, because I don't have to like talk bad about people, their craft here. But in Africa, they just give an extra touch. First of all, like I can have 10 different scenes. I can have so many different outfits, because they really want to make the video a real video clip, right? I talked to people here, and it was like maybe 2 scenes, and it wasn't creative, and also the weather, and it's a whole package.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in Africa, first of all, the sun is already an inspiration.
Shine,
Number
yeah.
one. Number two, it gives another energy. And number three, I feel like I connect with home. You get me? And I feel like every time you can even listen to songs that I've recorded in Ghana and the same songs that I've recorded here, the energy is not the same. And I don't know why, because it's not an easy thing to always go back. But when I go back, I make sure that I really work on music.
Like going back, like when you decided to do music, what did people around you think?
Girl, I had people laughing at me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I really know that some people were very judgmental. I had some people laughing at me, but I don't think I really cared.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I'm happy you didn't let that stop you.
No, because I don't know why, but I felt like, okay, if you laugh,
Because
that's
I'm sorry,
fine.
those are the same people now that party after party.
No, but yeah, moral of the story, like I didn't care, because, and I don't know why, because I remember like back in the days, I had maybe an experience that I really cared what people were thinking. But at that point, I don't know why, but I was like, and so if you laugh at me, okay, I'm just trying. At least I'm trying, so that was okay for me.
And how was the general support? Because you perform here as well and also back home. Like, is there like a difference in terms of like support and stuff?
Somehow, because I also feel like I was born here. I have my community here and everything. So my first performance in Belgium, I had like friends that showed up, and the place was far. And no shade, but going out in Belgium sometimes it's tiring, So the fact that they drove an hour to go there to support, I really, really appreciated that. And what else? Yeah, in Ghana, people are just more hyped.
Yeah. I think it's the weather.
Yeah, no, they're just more hyped. I don't know. Sometimes I can perform and I'm like, I'm just happy to perform there. And meanwhile, sometimes I'm stressed here because I'm like, are they going to act like, bougie on me? Are they gonna, so
but
it's...
in Ghana, it's like,
Not everywhere, don't get me wrong, but
yeah, but
still,
I think in general, okay. And I'm pretty sure like the journey to becoming Mya Sima now was not easy. What are the challenges that you faced when you started, and now looking back, like you're like, oh wow, I actually survived this.
It's not for the weak. No. What can I say? Yeah, there are challenges. First of all, fake promises, people that don't deliver on time or not at all. What else? The thing is, you have people that believe in you, but they are not going to give you a space. Or how do I say it? They are not going to create an opportunity for you if you don't go for it. You get me? So I feel like especially the beginning phase, it's like you have to really, really, really prove yourself. And I don't blame them, but on the other side, it's like, why don't we work together, make the best out of it and whatever? But I felt like you had to prove and overprove yourself. Meanwhile, that let's say if I was, I don't know, a star or whatever, you guys would call me, beg me to come and perform. But now, because Mya Sima, it was in the beginning a bit challenging, but also in Belgium, because like in Belgium, I didn't really get opportunities, but while I went back to my roots, then later on, because I went back to Ghana, because I was doing things there, then I got opportunities here. Wow. And it wasn't the other way around. So
yeah, that's also something I wanted to catch on, like, because because I see that you do collaborate with like Ghanaian artists or like African artists, but that's not here in Belgium. I don't see that. Is there a reason, like in terms of like collaborating with other artists as well?
No, I don't think there is a reason. I just think that maybe we still have to get the work done, because I have been talking to some artists. I just feel like here, I don't know what's in this Belgium country, but I feel like it's more difficult here than back home. So yeah.
Talking about collaborating with artists, like what different kind of artists have you been able to share the stage with? We know already it's Sarko there, but I'm sure you've like shared the stage with like more like really amazing artists as well.
Like sharing the stage,
Like
meaning
performing, yeah.
Okay, so I have done the Beam Festival this December, and I actually loved it. I really enjoyed it.
You mentioned Iron Star, but you also did the opening for Iron Star as well.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I've done the opening of Iron Star in Manchester.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like this question. It's like I have to think. But honestly, long story short, I think I had a lot of opportunities on big stages, but obviously, yeah, I it's not ending there. There's more to come if God's permits. So yeah,
definitely. And what artists do you look up to?
Different ones, because some artists I look up to, like for example Whitney Houston when it comes to singing. Then like for example RSR when it comes to stage presence, because like I remember looking at her first on stage. I was like, oh, okay, this girl, she really uses her stage, because my problem in the beginning was that I was very shy. I can have a big stage, but I would just, I remember, some people were like, oh, are you dancing in the church? And I'm like, oh Mya, you can do this. And then, later on, I can use her as an example, like, okay, when you perform, it's not only singing you have to do, it's not only you just have to give a show. And so, voila. And who else? I just look up to any female artist that is trying to make it work. So, yeah.
Yeah, and so like when you make your music, like we talked about it, like do you use like, especially if you're making it in Ghana, do you use like traditional like sounds and something that's like bringing you back to like reflecting of like in Ghana? Is that something that you're like, okay, this is something that's very important for me to use in my music?
I think like you see, I was born in Belgium. I'm Ghanaian. Afrobeats. My songs are not really Afrobeats. So that's why we remix it to Afro Pop, Afro R&B. So when I'm in Ghana, they say I'm not really Afrobeats. When I'm in Belgium, they don't say I'm pop. So that's why we have to remix it. So I think my craft is to mix the both, to make it a bit, universal, kind of Afro-ish, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And are there like any artists that you would like to collaborate with?
Yeah.
Name a few.
You never know.
Yeah.
I think, first of all, I think, an Arasta or a Tyla, maybe like, that would be a nice thing. I don't know why, but I feel like that would be nice. Secondly, let's say, but I'm thinking bigger. But I have to think big.
Think big.
Okay, a Davido. Yeah, I really love his music, to be very honest.
Yeah.
And then who else? Let's take a Ghanaian artist too. Then I would choose maybe a King Promise.
Okay.
Yeah. When I look at my kind of music and his kind of, I can see a vision. Let me say it that way. Yeah.
And when it comes to Belgium?
To Belgium, I think I'll go for Miss Angel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her music as well. I actually low-key want to collab with you too. I think that would be very nice.
Yeah, we can make that work.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so I have a dilemma. Dilemma is very interesting, but maybe first let me read it. Okay. So it states, for those who work 9-to-5 jobs, do you let co-workers know about your music?
Okay, so
So for her, it's like that she feels like she doesn't want to reveal that she does music, but is it okay like to not do that? Like, because do you have to reveal it to them? Because I feel like when it comes to working a job, like doing things outside of having like your career, I don't think they need to know everything that you do outside of it.
I also think like being professional, let's just be professional. You don't need to know anything about my private life. But like I said, Sam discovered. So it was literally my second week. And I know that the person...
How?
Girl, it was my second week, and it wasn't all of them. But then someone said, "Oh yeah, I googled you, and that time I was also in politics, and then and I saw you do this and that. Oh, can you sing a song for us?" And then everybody was just looking at me, and I was like, "Okay, but hello, I'm here to work, and secondly, if you don't pay me, I'm not going to sing."
Thank you. Like you need to pay me to hear my voice. That's good.
Yeah, so I didn't until this day. I didn't, because I feel like I'm here to do my work, and I'm not here to, and it's not only about the singing. They will ask questions about hair, about all of things. I'm not here to educate you guys. I'm here to do my work. I have so much work to do besides my work, so if I'm there, let me do what I have to do, et voila.
Okay. Another one that said is like, is it even worth it to become like a musician? Like, is it lucrative? Like, okay, you can have a gift, you can know how to sing, but is it worth it, like becoming an artist?
You had a question before about who inspires you, and actually low-key is Rihanna. Why? Because she is she was an artist, or is
true.
She is an artist.
We are still waiting for the album.
But
okay.
The thing people don't understand about being an artist, not because you're an artist, you cannot be business minded. Because like now she has a huge following, people following her, and then what does she do? She starts a business, and your business is booming. So is it worth it? I understand it's challenging, but you don't always have to think about the moment now. You can think about what happens afterwards. You get me?
Yeah,
So
I get it. Okay, well, we cannot have Mya Sima here without hearing your beautiful voice. But before we get into that, like, what are there any projects that we can look up to? Like what's new with when it comes to like Mya Sima?
What's new?
Yeah.
So basically, I have a lot of music.
Yes.
A lot. The only thing I have to do is just bring it out.
Why are you waiting? We need new music. What was the last song? Sikam Pedede.
No, Lifetime.
Oh my God.
Lifetime.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
oh, no, I have 3 songs now. I have 3 songs. Oh my God, that is my favorite.
I was even surprised that you didn't say Lifetime. I was like, girl, that's even the introduction of Real Chat Lounge.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, guys, maybe we have to say it. So, like the intro and the outro of Real Chat Lounge is actually her music. That's her music, Lifetime. Oh, I can't believe I actually forgot it. Yeah. So actually the sound is from her. It's like her sound, and her music is Lifetime. And that's my favorite. Okay. My second one is Party. I remember when you brought up Party, I was so hyped. I loved it. Yeah, I was so hyped. I really, really like it. And then Sikam Pedede. But yeah, what's new? Like, you have new music. We need new music.
Yeah. But I need more people to listen to it. And then I can...
They are listening to it. Yes.
I think it's time, I had that bad mindset, bad mentality that I have to wait until I get a huge following before I can release more. But they will not come if I don't release, right? So I think we'll work on an EP this year.
Wow.
Yeah, the songs are there anyway. So but I just felt like, maybe one day when I'm there, I will release them because I love them. You get me? But I just have to bring them out and change the mindset.
Okay. Like I said, we cannot have Mya Sima here without hearing something. So can you give us just something small so people can see, like, hear how amazing your voice is, honestly?
Okay. Yeah. If you give me like 10 seconds to think. Yeah, I want to sing a song that's not out here.
A song that's not out yet?
Yeah.
Oh, this is exclusive,
baby. Okay, so this is a song. It's really about, let's say, a situation that you're looking for growth and everything, but sometimes you feel like you're not heard, right? So the title is Heavens, and it's just saying that I want heavens to hear my prayer. Voila.
Okay, sing it.
Okay. I want the heavens to hear my prayer. Oh Lord, I want the heavens to hear my prayer. Yeah, yeah. Lord, I need your guidance. Please be my provider. I need your protection. I call you my protector. I want the heavens to hear my prayer. Oh no.
Wow, I was literally like chills.
Okay.
Oh my God, that was so beautiful. But wait, that's a gospel song. Like, is this something that you might be? Cause wow, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry. Let me be professional now. Okay, no, that was really amazing. And
Thank you.
like I said, is gospel. Like, is this something that you? Cause
I just feel like music is art. So it depends on how you feel and everything. And I just think that's the way we felt at the moment. So yeah, and I think with all my songs, I don't like to talk about my life situations, but this is more like a very
now we're getting to know like Meredith. Oh,
Mya.
Mya Sima. Sorry, Mya Sima. Wow, that's amazing. But where can the listeners find you and listen to your music, follow your journey, and so on?
So on Instagram, Mya, let me talk to the camera. Mya Sima .official. On TikTok, Mya Sima .official. YouTube, Mya Sima .official. And just on Spotify, on Boomplay, Audiomack, on actually all the platforms, because
And Mya Sima is M.Y.A.
M.Y.A. S-I-M-A. Let's say it again.
M.Y.A. S-I-M-A.
Last time? No, I'm joking.
That's really amazing. Okay, so one last question. Like, for someone that's listening to you, right? And they can feel like, okay, I have this talent. I know I can sing, like, and I want to get into music. Like, what would you tell them?
To go to the Bible.
That's why it all begins.
Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans
that I have for you,
says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. So I just feel like God, if you involve God in your plans, it will always work out. And even though it doesn't work out, still involve Him. So voila. And it's not because, let's say, I know that sometimes it can be challenging with churches and everything. It's not because you're not singing gospel that you cannot involve God, because even without God, you'll be lost. So if that's the advice I can give, that's my little advice.
That was amazing. Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for coming. Finally having you on the pod. I'm so happy and I'm so glad I had you here to share, like, just your journey. I truly, truly enjoyed it, and I know other people are going to enjoy it as well. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you too for having me.
Well, guys, that is the end of the episode. So I was your girl, Rhoda, and my guest was Mya Sima, and I know you guys definitely enjoyed this. You got to know more about her, follow her journey, and listen to her music and everything. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.